Hi, I'm Jessica Cameron and I'm reading for the role of Audrey. Thanks.
So, how long have you been, the way that you are?
What do you mean the way that I am?
I mean, the kind of person who cheats on their husband.
A bad person?
I never said that.
I'm a good girl, actually.
You are?
I am, and it's none of your fucking business.
It is weird how secretive you're about some things. You strike me as a more open person.
Deal with it.
Why are you so secretive about the simplest things? You told me how long you've been cheating on your husband. I just want to know how long you've been like that altogether.
Why do you want to know why I am the way that I am? I told you that thinking I'd never see you again. If I would have known you couldn't take a hint, I would have left before you woke up.
Imagine someone is on a private jet all by his or her lonesome. And that person comes crashing down and lands in some remote island. He's on this island alone for months. Until one day he meets someone else.
Let me guess. The person who crashes signifies you. And the person you meet is me, correct? How many women have used that line on?
Just you and my wife and Jessica Moran's in 12th grade. Probably some others, but the point is, I mean it with you.
Aww, and I'm supposed to hear this and just melt, open up my heart and tell you everything. The problem is when I do tell you this, you're going to want me to open up more and more. Don't think this is something it's not. In fact, this shouldn't even be happening. And it's freaking me out the way that you sound. You sound jealous. Mind your own fucking business, Othello.
Why don't you just answer the fucking question, Desdemona?
Fine. The reason I am the way that I am is because of men. My problems with men. Especially my father.
What, did he leave you?
No.
Leave your family?
Nope.
Did he...
No, Jesus. Well, fine. To tell you the truth, my father was weak. See, my mom left us when I was little. My sister and I. And every night before I would go to sleep, my father would come in and he would tell me the exact same story. A story he made up that he called The Longest 10 Seconds. In this story, he would recount how my mother left him. How, on the night that she decided to leave, he went out and followed her to her car. Begged and pleaded with her to not leave us. Begged her to stay. She didn't care. She didn't listen. She got in the car and drove off. He would tell the story how he crawled down the driveway, crying, begging and pleading with her to come back. The entire night. It was pathetic. It was the longest 10 seconds of his life. Of course, it was probably more than 10 seconds. He would tell about how his heart broke. Not like broke how it breaks after your prom date doesn't show up, but how it physically, actually, painfully in real life breaks into. It's pathetic. I used to hear himself cry himself to sleep every night. My male figure in my life was a pathetic ball of emotion.
Man, that's rough.
Don't get me wrong. I loved him. I just had no respect for him. I have no respect for any man, actually. You're all weak to me. Sorry. It's pretty funny, isn't it? So, how about you? Why are you the way that you are?
Mine's more biological.
Don't you give me that shit. You know that I feel the downfall of all men happened when the first guy said a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do.
Yeah, well, it's true.
That is so weak. I expected more from you.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
But don't you have some specific story that helped you become the man that you are today?
Nope. Biological.
Not one story. Biological, huh? Thank you, doctor.
You don't even know my last name. And you had sex with me.
Oh, really? And what's my last name?
One time I went to prom with a girl named Marianne, fucked her flirty friend Susie. I was like, man, it can't be that easy. But the truth is, all girls are that easy.
That is so fucking weak.
Well, it's true. And that's why I like you. I feel like you're a lot like a guy.
I'm like them? How do you know they're not all a lot like me?